Ladies and gentlemen, I am the next gem of great British wrestling ring announcing, Adam Blackburn, and you are listening to the new Great British podcast, Submit Wrestling Cards, with your hosts, Jack and Kev.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Submit Wrestling Cards podcast. My name is Jack and I am joined by my honourable side co-host, member CEO of Submit Wrestling Cards. Introduce yourself.
John Cena. Thank you, everyone. WWE Hall of Famer. Everything now. Kev Williams. Nice to see you, wrestling fans. Back with some more wrestling cards. And what a great introduction from Jack. How are you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. It's it's been a couple of weeks since we've recorded. We've had to put a couple of episodes out in the meantime from our back catalogue. Not back catalogue, but stuff we've recorded previously. But it's just been calendars, hasn't it? We've not been able to kind of get our calendars to match up.
Work. But that's the best way. Keeps us out of trouble.
Absolutely.
And it makes us buy more. We could buy more.
Exactly.
That's
we spend more money on them, keep putting more money into the hobby. But I think we've got a few things lined up. We've been in talks with a couple of people for some more special guests, but we're not going to reveal those until we get the episodes recorded and up and running. We've got some good stuff in the pipeline. And again, we're going to do something slightly different today, aren't we, Kev? We're going to go through something slightly different this time.
Yep. What is it? Then, now, forever? Is that what we're going to call it, Jack?
I think we'll settle for that. Yeah, we'll settle for that. So what we're going to do? We're going to do a few YouTube and all of social media. Everyone loves a top five. You can't get away from a top five. So we're going to go through some top fives, but we're going to slightly change it a little bit because, as Kev mentioned, we've got then, now, and forever. We've slightly moved this around. We've been a bit We've been a bit liberal with it. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to do top five cards for the future that we think you should be looking out for and investing in, and we'll give the reasons as to why. Top five cards that we love, and then top five cards that are most popular at the moment. And we've each done our own sets. So we've actually done this a bit blind. Now, I know what Kev's picked because he sent me the pictures, but Kev don't know what I've picked. So I think there's going to be some comical moments when we're going to give our reasons for things, and you might see the same card pop up twice. But of course, for the people that are listening,
hopefully, that'd be a good thing. So it's 30 in total then, isn't it, when you think about it?
Yeah, 30. So we're going to try and be quite quick. But again, for those that can't see or you're not watching on YouTube, we're going to describe and tell the cards to you and give our reasons for it. So don't worry if you're listening in only. We're going to give you all the reasons for it.
Yeah. Should be a good episode, fun-filled, and hopefully it gets you spending and buying some of these wrestling cards.
Yeah, absolutely. So
invest in...
Whose cards do you want to go through first, Kev? Do you want to go through your top five future or my top five future?
No, I'm going to put you in.
Tag me in.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, damn right.
Okay, right.
Wonder if we've got any of the same. So,
well, I think
you could go first on these top five. Let's see how we go. Yeah.
I think you're just going to laugh when I go through these top five because you'll just go, "Ah, brilliant! Yeah, great." You've just literally stolen most of the limelight. So let's begin now. These aren't in any particular order. It's just the top five. There's no point me going through numbers 1 to 5 because it would be irrelevant. First one, and this is my list.
No. Oh, Jesus Christ. So we've got about 10 are going to be the same.
So you said 30 cards. I think we're probably going to have about 24 or 25. There's only a couple that are duplicates. Yeah. Okay, so future prediction. Okay. I'll be very quick. This is CM Punk's rookie card. This is from his TNA run, and this is from 2004. Now, it is quite expensive because of, obviously, CM Punk's stock as a character, as a wrestler, as a person. So it is quite a difficult card to get hold of, I would say cheap, because of those reasons.
But everyone loves a bad guy. So...
Yep.
Honestly, where will this go in the next 10 years? It could go anywhere, really. But a good pick, Jack.
Absolutely. And I think the unpredictability, everyone knows the pipe bomb promo, everyone knows it, and everyone knows already now at this stage what's happening with AEW, and it's all gone a bit wrong. So it's a bit volatile. Does that add more to his kind of stock, do you think?
Possibly. It's and another thing is where does he go from here? It's nothing stopping him from going back to WWE, going onto TV. He's a fiery character, so he's got something to say. And as Eric Bischoff says, controversy creates cash.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's move on to the next one. So I'm just going to, I've selected the pictures a bit wrong there. I need to bring them into a gallery. So I'm just going to stop sharing and then reshare again. So give me a second whilst this happens. There we are. And
too technological for me, all that, Jack. I just watch you do it. And... yeah.
I've selected them incorrectly. Right, here we go. Next card. So for the future, Kev, you tell them what is on the screen.
Jimmy Garvin, Michael Hayes, Freebirds rookie, 1988 NWA Wonderama, wrestling card number 340. Now that is a hell of a choice. Fair play.
Now, the reason why I've chosen it, not so much from Garvin, but it's Hayes, Michael Hayes. And the reason, for people that want to look behind the curtain with wrestling, Michael Hayes has been such a pivotal figure for modern wrestling for what?
30 years.
30 years? Ridiculous amount of time. And he doesn't really put his face to the forefront that much. But I do think that when it comes to a time when the majority of the audience knows what he's done, I mean, this card's already $400. It is graded at a 9, which for that age card is very good. But even as a raw card, I was having a quick look around. It's still $150, $200.
Wow.
Just for that card.
And you know what I'm going to say next? Imagine it signed up.
Wow. Yeah.
Where would that take it?
Crazy. If it was signed, that would be a crazy amount. So let's move on to the next one. Next one. What more?
DDP.
What more can I say? DDP rookie, 1995 WCW main event. Don't really need to introduce DDP, do I?
No. Well, the main event set for me is hard to find, especially over here in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's import for me. So very cool card.
It's not the best of cards, but it's the rookie. So rookies never tend to be brilliant, do they? Let's be fair.
No, it's a cool card.
Okay,
nice pick.
Yeah, next one. So again, I'm looking forward to how our people's legacy is going to be coming out in the future. I don't really need to talk about Triple H's legacy. Now, this is the Triple H Cardinal card game set from 1997 on the yellow border. It's a good card. It's all right.
Yeah.
A lot of the Cardinal ones, because they were made in entire sets every single time, there is no difference in the print numbers. It's just desirability. Who wants the other cards? No one wants an Ahmed Johnson card. They want the Stone Cold. They want the Triple H. So that's all that drives the value on those.
With this card here, I'd say 2 years back it was hitting a good number, and I'd say it's fallen a bit, but I think now it's at the base. It can't go any lower. So it's like you see here, $145. That's a minimum it's going to fetch for me. And it can only go one way.
That's a PSA 9. So if you were buying it raw, I mean, I know people that are buying them raw for about $30.
Yeah.
So it's not a difficult
card
to get
one way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it can only go up, and it's not a difficult card to find. It's difficult to find in a good condition, and that again is because they were an actual game. It was an actual card game, so the cards got shuffled around and beaten up quite a lot. So difficult to find in good condition.
Yeah.
And then finally, I've gone for Brock Lesnar's rookie, but the rookie that people don't think is his rookie, that kind of is his rookie, but it still kind of isn't. So the reason why I say that, this is the 2002 Fleer Lesnar card. They normally go for the profile card with him sort of from the waist
The
up.
Royal
and
Rumble
it's-
set, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
him walking almost. But this is an earlier card from that same era, from that same set. So, and he's given the, what is it, the F5 is the F4, F5 that he does.
A 5, I think.
He's
isn't it?
doing
Yeah.
that to DDP, which I always think is
Yeah.
really cool. That those two actually had the chance to sort of wrestle against each other, and it's in a card. So for me, preferable. The reason why I
Good
put it in
action
for,
shot.
yeah, absolutely. It is a great action shot. Yeah. The reason why I put it in my futures list, I still believe that the way that American politics goes, Brock Lesnar will be the governor of something at some point.
Wow. Yeah. That it wouldn't surprise me now you say that. And I think you look at guys, WWE guys, so the last 20 years, they're more than just wrestlers, like John Cena, Roman Reigns, Lesnar. They're more than just WWE superstars that we grew up. The politicians, the movie stars, they are into the next field, aren't they? They are bigger than just wrestlers.
Exactly. Yeah. So that is my top 5 future. So let me stop sharing, and I am now going to go over to your top 5, and let's load them in for us now, and we can have. Need to zoom in on that one a little bit. Don't know why that one's so small. Let's go there and there. Just listening to me muttering to myself whilst I get the sharing up and running. There we are. Right.
Up, down, left, right, to the right, to the left.
Perfect. Here we are. So
there you go.
Go for it, Kev.
Scott Hall. Well, it's got Jimmy Garvin written across the front. Most will know it as the WCW era card. Obviously, it's got the photograph of Scott Hall from '92 by Topps. Scott Hall, Razor Mark. I wouldn't quite say it's his rookie, but it's a very early one of the Diamond Stud. And a couple of years back, a few people didn't really know it existed, but Scott Hall, Razor Ramon, again, a wrestling legend. And why wouldn't I add this one to the list?
Yeah, absolutely. Great card, great set. And absolutely right. It was an era that not many knew of. And I think I was fortunate enough to, for a few months, swoop around eBay and pick up multiples of this card because I knew it was going to have a little bit of value to it. But it's not of great value, but I think it's a great card because it's just a bit of a weird, obscure card.
Yeah. The era makes it cool.
Yes, absolutely. So let me know when you want to go into the next one.
Yeah, next one. The Rockers, Shawn Michaels. So it's a 1990 classic WWF card number 134 of the Rockers. And this is graded by CSG at a Gem Mint 10. And I couldn't believe seeing it on eBay for $66.
Wow.
Shawn Michaels. It's
wow.
how come like you could look at a Hogan card from the same year that's getting 500-600 and the rookie card of Shawn Michaels is 66.
Yeah,
that's
that's crazy. It's crazy.
Too low. That's the thing. It's just too low, and it shouldn't be that price.
No, I agree. And not many people again are aware that this set has, I think, 4 of Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty, and all of them are Shawn Michaels rookie. So yeah.
With that, I will say there is the 1989 version made by a different card company, but there or thereabouts. It's too cheap. It should be way up higher. And that's my pick on that one, mate.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think not enough people are investing with Shawn Michaels for a rookie. You can still get a lot of those cards really, 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 offensively cheap. Do it. Get involved because the more that people will recognize, oh, this is Shawn Michaels rookie, it's gonna, let's be fair, Shawn Michaels top 5 of all time. Debatable whether he's number 5 or number 6, but he's definitely up there in the top 10, 100%.
Wrestler of the 90s, as he used to say.
Yeah.
Next one, mate. Roman Reigns. Well, you got Seth Rollins as well, but it's all about Roman Reigns for me because, as we were just saying about the Brock Lesnar one, he's more than just a wrestler. And again, you could pick this card up for very cheap. And where's Roman Reigns going to be in 10 years? I think somewhere on the lines of The Rock, not quite that big, but see him as a movie star or, So
it's if you look at the sort of those real top names within wrestling. I mean, there was a time, I can't remember, I'm sure there was a time. There was there was a time when WWE marketed itself as a movie making company, didn't it? They weirdly went down this road of saying, oh no, the wrestling is just like the training for making these action stars. And it was around the time The Rock was really going sort of stratospheric in Hollywood, and it was a bit, I thought it was a bit of an odd one. And I mean, let's be fair. Just a quick side note here. Wrestlers going into films, the only real success, I would say, has been The Rock, Jesse Ventura,
Rowdy Piper.
Yeah, I mean, well,
They Live.
They Live was a good film, but I mean, what else did he do? He only did that. Well, that I'm aware of. There wasn't a huge amount, much more that he did. But the list of wrestlers that have failed to do it, Batista, ridiculous. Don't even get me started. Just terrible. I mean, mine's gone blank. Then I had about 3 that were just ridiculous as to how bad they were.
Undertaker, Suburban Commando.
Oh my god, yeah, terrible.
Kevin Nash in the Turtles. What?
Yeah. Bret Hart's Cowboy, whatever it was supposed to be, that TV show. Oh dear,
No, thank you.
Yeah. So the list of that have failed is a lot longer than the list that have succeeded. Is basically what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, great card. Slam attacks don't really get that much attention. They don't. Not many people.
Maybe it's a future.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Good point.
Oh wow! I think we've already spoken about this one. CM Punk. So, yeah, it's one of them cards. I think, Jack. We've already discussed that one.
Yeah.
Where's it going to end up? Yeah.
I mean, reiterating the point here that me and Kev didn't share our lists beforehand, and I only saw what he had put on his list. 10 minutes before we started filming, you sent all the pictures over to me, and I loaded the pictures in and just started laughing because I thought, oh, okay, well, this is just going to be funny. So the fact that both me and Kev, both of us, are saying CM Punk's rookie card is a card to invest in. Okay, we're not financial advisors. We are not regulated by the the ICO or anything like that. Just take it on board that both of us are saying this will only go up.
Yeah, and I think it will. When, as you say, we're not investors. Play at your own risks and all that, but we've seen it in other cards. Surely to God, 5-10 years time, we'll be saying, "Oh, that was a £50 card that once." Now look at it; it's like just wish I had 10.
Well, this is it, isn't it? It's trying to get in on the market when it's low enough is hard, especially with wrestling. It's so volatile with characters, and I mean, look at, like, for example. Again, I always kind of restrict myself going political, but look at the stock of Kane plummeted because of the comments that were made months ago. Now, of course, that doesn't resonate with everybody. Some people agree, some people disagree. However, it still transcends to the stock of the wrestler and the character. And a lot of people, I get into conversations, and it is generally conversations with people about trying to separate the art from the artist. I struggle to do that. So for me, when things like that come out, for me, the general stock of them go down, but for others, it doesn't affect it, so, but it's just another impact, isn't it? It's another thing that can cause the price to go up or down.
Yeah. If they make it to president, then everyone's going to want that card.
Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. Right. So what we'll do now then is we'll go to your top 5 loves. Yeah.
I love you.
Right, let's so straight away we've got an absolute banger of a card. There you go. Talk us through.
Rofalov. Sting. There you go. 1988 Wonderama, signed by the man himself, you can see in the picture here. So yeah, rookie cards of Sting. It's iconic. Does it get any closer than that to legendary? I don't think it does.
No. How many are in that Wonderama set that are Sting? I think
I'm sure
4 or 5.
Could even be about 7, Yeah,
there's a few.
He's tagged up with a few, and that one is my favorite one.
That I will admit this one here. So I can't remember what card number this is, but out of the set, so this is the Wonder Armor NWA 1988 set, and there's the one that I've got is Sting stood with Barry Windham. It's a pretty boring card, but it's the earliest number in the set. But they're just stood there looking at each other like confused. The card that we've got on the screen at the moment is Sting in green trousers or pants doing the Scorpion Deathlock.
Tights.
Yeah, tights. Yeah. And it is my favorite. I think that's the greatest of all of his rookies. It is a brilliant card. And this one here is signed by him as well in, what is that, a silver or a white pen, something like that.
Yeah. What I like about this also is the face he's got.
Yeah. Oh,
Just
yeah.
look at that.
Yeah.
It's totally 1980s at its finest.
He looks a little bit like, if he was to take the face paint and put it into a mask, he looks a little bit like Hurricane. It's that black and green stripe.
Yeah.
I'm not comparing Sting to Hurricane here. I'm just saying the makeup and the mask looks the same.
Yeah. Great wrestler, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Incredible.
Absolutely.
Oh, needs no introduction. I think everyone knows I love this card. Undertaker card 64 from the classic WWF 91 set. And I think there's 3 PSA 10s out there, and one sold for $5,000 the other week, which is nice to see that it's getting some attention, should we say.
So absolutely. Yeah, I think there's quite a few cards that have the same year release that you could argue and you could question as to whether or not they're rookies. We've had this conversation before, the earliest number in the set, blah blah blah. As rookies go, I like this one. Everyone knows my thoughts on the set.
I'm winning him over. Yes.
I prefer, shall I say, the white border Undertaker with him stood behind the table with the candle bearer, in front of him. I prefer that as the rookie. But I like this card. I think it's a great card.
Yeah. Very cool.
Absolutely.
Oh, look at this one.
Yeah. Right.
Macho Man Randy Savage. So it's signed from, is it 98, 99? And it's a signed set like you get with the WCW cards that everyone's going mad for. This one is more about the autograph than the Macho Man, because he's been gone over 10 years now. He was always solid to get hold of, and even conventions in America, he didn't do too many. So having any Macho Man Randy Savage autograph for me is pretty impressive. So that one makes a list of the card I love, and one day I'm sure someone on Twitter is going to send me one for free.
Yeah, of course, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
I love Twitter.
I can't add any more than what you've said. Really, completely agree. It's difficult to get a signature from him, and this probably would have been one of the later of his official licensed signatures on cards. And I mean, whether you agreed with what he was doing with WCW and NWO at that time, I mean, whether you thought he should have finished a while ago, regardless, it's just a great looking card. And again,
where will this end up in 25 years time? Like, you see the Mickey Mantle going silly. I won't say Macho Man will do that, but I think it's got more scope than some cards, because again, he was in Spider-Man and everyone knew Macho Man. It's like Hulk Hogan. Oh yeah, do you know Macho Man? Yeah. Oh, cool.
Yeah, and again, you're talking, top 5 names that people are going to always know, and these cards, these characters, they get like a kind of a legend status. I mean, obviously they already are legends, but the cards themselves, I mean, let's be fair, there's going to be some discussion in a second, because I know what's coming up on the list next about legendary status cards, and we already know, we can already sort of foresee some cards that are going to do this, but this is unobtainable for either of us at the moment. Even the price of this card, I mean, it's just ridiculous. We're not going to get it. It's going to be the real big hitters that drive the market, and the repercussions further on down the line for the rest of the cards, again, is only going to go up. So
impressive card. Next one. Bret Hitman Hart. Why not?
Yep.
Think of his career. One of Canadians' most popular sportsmen personalities. So, and I'm a massive fan of the Hitman anyway. So, how can you not love this? And what I was thinking about this, at the outside of the card here, so it's a 1987 Topps WWF card. Card number 1, actually. It's very American on the outside. So you got the stars and the stripes below. He was Canadian. Brett was Canadian, so I think that's what drives it more. That a Canadian absolutely made it in America.
Oh, of
Class
course.
card.
Yeah, it's when you're talking wrestling card rookies, this is one that's always pretty much, if you put it into Google, it's going to be in the top row of lists that come up for rookie cards. It's not a hard card to get, probably
Nope.
$30-40. It's also not a hard card to get a high grade on. Weirdly, because the packets were wax paper, which is pretty terrible, but also they came with a little stick of gum in the pack. And if your card was the one that was at the back of the pack where the gum was sitting, rip, done. That card is useless. You've got gum marks all over it over the 40-30 years that pack's been around. Just bin the card, pointless.
Waste of time.
Yeah, absolutely. But oddly, there are still lots of packs you can get that are sealed, and you can open them up, and you can pull a card out that's PSA 10. So, yeah, great stock, great idea that the card is so popular, and I think it's a great card.
Legend. Oh, we've had CM Punk.
Is that it? If we come, that's the last one. Yeah. So again, CM Punk in the list again for cards you love.
Well, actually, it's meant to be Randy Orton.
Oh, is it? Oh,
so,
gosh, right.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
It's all right. So it's Randy Orton from 2002, the Fleer one, which is, I think everyone knows which one it is. I'll put an image over. So absolute banging card, again, hugely undervalued, and Randy Orton, the legacy, the family, 20-year stint with the WWE, deserves some credit. And if he's over for the love of wrestling, I want to be getting that one signed, that's for sure.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, Randy Orton, great name, great stock, great character. People love him, people know him. So yeah, good card. Good pick.
That's it. So over to you now, Jack.
Yeah, so top 5 loves from me then. So let's get my old screen sharing. There we are. The shopping of the swapping. There we are. Right, cool. So first off, I'm going straight in with absolute pure bangers. Right. Top 5 loves.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Now, this card isn't all what it seems on the surface, so I'll describe what the card is so people listening can know what it is. So this is the 1994 WWF Action-Packed Topps set. So we started seeing quite a lot of rarities with this set because they started playing around with a few different things, and I'll give you an idea as to what they were doing. So first of all, there was the base set, which was 42 cards. Then there was, the base set, which was 36 cards, and there was a gold set where there were 6 cards of those, so that took the total to 42. Then they released gold leaf versions of those 6 gold cards, which is what one of these is on the screen, which I'll describe in a second. And then they had some of them being signed by the wrestlers, such as Undertaker, Macho Man, and there's a few others rumored to be around. So the card on the screen here is the 24-karat gold Bret Hart card, which I can't remember what number it is, but on the back of the card, you can tell it's the gold leaf version because it has a number and then it has the letter G next to it. So 1G, 2G, 3G, all the way up to 6G. These were ridiculously hard to get hold of, just as difficult to get hold of as the autographs. And what makes them a bit frustrating is that because it was gold leaf that was printed on top of the card, the condition of them is always horrific, genuinely horrific. There's peeling, there's cracks, the edges are horrible. So you'll never get a very good condition card out of these 24-karat gold ones. The reason why I love it, it's Bret for a start. So it's great. One of my favorites. It's such a rare card to get, and it's a brilliant card to look at. It's got a gold background, and it's Bret in his leather jacket in a pretty standard pose. Just a great card. Love it.
Yeah, immense card. And I always bang on about autographs on cards. I don't think this card needs it. It's that good. It's
Agreed.
just right in your face, isn't it? It's like, wow.
The
That
cards,
is a cool pick, man.
the cards themselves, if you ever physically feel them, and you have this with the base set as well, is they're embossed, so they're raised. So they've actually been printed on about 4 or 5 times to get the right layers. So they're kind of got a bit of a 3D effect to them. So if you run your finger across the surface of the card, you'll feel that it's quite embossed and quite raised. That also adds a problem because it means that they're very easy to get scratched if they're on the surface of a table or something, because they've got like raised bumps on them, which again means that the condition is always horrific. So very difficult card to get hold of. As you can see here, this is $75. Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, just a hard card.
Incredible card, mate.
Great
Just
card.
love it.
Yeah, brilliant card.
And that whole set, never mind, just the Brett, that 94. That's when they started to add a few legends as well. I remember they had an Andre the Giant, classic Freddie Blassie, a few others. So
yeah, absolutely. So great set, great card, really difficult to get hold of. But yeah, brilliant card. So next on my list, another 1994 action. What I've done here, all that information that I've just given you, listen to that back. This is the Undertaker signed version of the 1994 top set. So these were numbered out of 500. I think Undertaker was the only one, from what I've heard, to actually sign 500. I think they found that Macho Man was supposed to have signed 500, but only signed 200 and something of them. And I've only ever heard rumors of some others being signed. I don't know, just don't know. But the ones we know about in common knowledge are Undertaker and Macho Man. This Undertaker one, to buy it raw with his actual signature on, which is always in like a goldish kind of pen, is about $400-500. This one on the screen here is a PSA 6, and the auto is a 9. So pretty high card. And this is what, $1,200 if you wanted to buy that. So yeah, expensive card, lovely card, great pose from Undertaker as well, which I think is always really good.
You look there, Jack, underneath, approximately £1,116, which is bang on the money, exactly the same. It just gets worse for us UK buyers buying from America.
Yeah, let's not talk about the currency conversion. Just any Americans listening to this, ignore what the pound is doing at the moment. It's just ignore it. It will sort itself out, hopefully.
It won't. We'll be fine then, mate. It'll all change, won't it? It's all tactics. That's it. You know, we'll just start like dealing in like tiddlywinks will become the national currency soon enough, and we'll just start doing marbles. Just start flicking. I thought
marbles.
It was chocolate. I thought it was chocolate.
But yeah, going back to cards, great card, great pick. Again, it's a card I'll probably never own, but I might end up just selling up a load of figures just to get enough money to buy it, just because I want it that bad. So it might end up happening. Next, so this one's going back a little bit. We've already touched on this set. I think one of the cards you mentioned for the Rockers was in this set, Kev. So this is the 1990 classic WWF cards, but this is a slightly different card. Ignore the fact that if you're watching this on screen, it says Ultimate Warrior Rookie. That is incorrect. The rookie card was before this. This is the purple border promotional cards that I believe were handed with some of the shipping boxes for the cards when they were given out to shops. I don't think you could pull these from packs. Now, I may be wrong. It's highly likely that I'm wrong. I read that somewhere on the internet, so it probably does mean that I'm wrong. But this is the Ultimate Warrior purple border card. I love this card because it's a fantastic contrast of colors. So you've got a full torso body picture of Ultimate Warrior with the heavyweight championship belt, with a black background, with the Ultimate Warrior logo along the bottom, and the border of the card is purple.
Yeah.
His logo's in blue, the WWF logo's in yellow, he's wearing green trunks. The colors are just incredible. It's a great card. very difficult to get in high value condition, but just a great card.
Immense card, yeah. Beautiful, baby.
Really good card.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's too expensive. It's probably about $50 or $60, maybe $40, depending on condition. Not hard to get, but
something I need in my collection, by the look of it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's such a colourful and powerful image of the Ultimate Warrior. It just ticks all the boxes. I think it's great.
Yeah, 100%.
Next, we've got another Undertaker from me. So, for those that are familiar, I sort of, for some reason, have now specifically gone into some real deep dive on Undertaker cards, and I've started buying as many Undertaker cards.
Yes. The power of the urn.
Holding my cards up to the light. So this, right. Let me dispel a couple of rumors that I heard that I thought were real, but they turn out to be false. This is the 1994 vending machine holographic sticker set. There's 12 stickers in the set. This is the Undertaker one. They are incredibly poorly printed. The holograms are very difficult to see. The cards almost look like silver bits of foil. They're pretty ropey. The cut of the card is terrible, as in the edges are normally always just poor. They're very thin. They're very easy to damage. They're very difficult to keep in good condition. However, I thought they were bootlegs because of how poorly they were printed and designed. They were not. They were officially licensed and released. They're terrible condition. They're always really ropey. Which for our American friends just means dodgy and just bad. Great set to have. Horrible set to try and get in good condition. You will be buying hundreds of them to get in good condition, and that's not easy to do because they are quite rare and quite expensive.
I haven't seen too many of them. I know there's a Bret Hart one from this set. I think of Shawn Michaels I've seen. I couldn't really tell you what's in them, but they are cool because I've had one in my hand before and you reflect it against the light and it's like, whoa, I thought that was just a piece of silver. Then you flick it about and it's a cool sticker card that you like.
Yeah, they're terrible. If you ever see one in person, they're very poorly printed. The hologram doesn't look right. It just looks like they've been printed by like a home printer. It just looks terrible. In the actual set, off the top of my head, there's Yokozuna, Lex, Doink, Undertaker, Razor Ramon, Bret, Ludwig Borger, and
Macho Man, would you say? 94 era?
No, I don't think there's a Macho Man.
Adam Bomb.
Adam Bomb there is. Yeah. There's 12 in total. I've got about 8, I think, at the moment, but I should be getting a few more as time goes on. They were never released in this country in the UK, but they were released in America.
American finger. Cool.
Right. Last one.
I knew that one was coming.
I couldn't do it without this. So 1991 WCW Impact set. This is the Sting hologram, which was available in packs, which we have now found out. It's taken a couple of months of digging around to figure out that you can pull them from packs. It's about a pull rate of about 1 in 500 packs for what's been rumored. You only get 32 packs in a box, so that would mean you would need around 20 to 30 boxes to try and get one of these cards. Very, very difficult to get hold of, very hard to find. It is the hologram of Sting. It is a picture of Sting that is not in the set. So it's not part of the base set for that humongous 150, 60 card set or whatever it is. So the picture is Sting holding the belt and pointing to it in what looks like the background of a desert. I don't know what that is really. It looks like he's standing on like the salt flats of Utah or something. I don't quite understand why he's there.
Different.
Yeah, it's a bit odd, isn't it? But maybe they're trying to say, Sting, Scorpion, desert. Maybe they're trying to go on down that hype. I don't know. I'm really like stretching on that one.
Nice card though.
Yeah.
Really cool card.
Yeah.
So is that the only one from the set, or is
That's
there any
the
more?
only hologram that they had. None of the other cards had anything special about them. There was no rarities, no chase cards, no nothing. This was the only card in that set that was worth anything, really.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the cards were so vastly printed, so many were provided, such high numbers that. Yeah, I think you can get this somewhat easily, but you're going to be paying, we've got 180 Australian dollars there, which is about 110, 115 US dollars. Difficult to get hold of if cheap, but they are available.
I do remember seeing them in the UK, the Impel boxes, and opening them up because I wanted a Jake the Snake card because that was in 92. Didn't get any luck with that one because they never released it. So. Like 3 million on Anderson cards that were. What do I do now? It's
there's some. Oh, and that 91 Empire set has the 2 worst cards ever printed, which is the 2 Teddy Long cards, which is just the worst decision that any printing card company has ever made.
Blocked everyone on Twitter recently as well.
Yeah, just absolutely, just really stupid idea.
Okay.
So anyway, this is the hologram card that's not in the base set. It's a chase card. So my last choice here, Kevin. I think I've actually picked 6, which don't shout at me. I'm going to shock you on this one, Kev. I'm going to really shock you. So brace yourself.
It's not the Mountie. It's a Mountie.
No. Brace yourself. Are you ready?
Cactus Jack.
Yeah. No. In fact, I'm going to give you 3 guesses, and if you get it, the next time we meet up, I'll buy you a pint. I'm going to do that anyway, but
right. I've got to think of you now. So it's got Bret Hart on the take. We've had that.
Yeah, it's not one we've already had.
Yeah. I know that they're your favorite. Hulk Hogan.
Nope.
No, God. Yokozuna.
Nope.
Right. I'm going to go.
Last one. Last guess.
For an absolute gem, an absolute banger, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Very good choice, but no.
Bastard. Oh. Because there you go.
Now, there's for some unknown reason. Now, I was looking at this card the other day, and I'll describe it in a second. I'll just give you the context. I was looking at this card the other day, and I think that this particular card is grossly overlooked. And the reason why I think that is because the way that the card itself is actually designed, the way the photo has been placed, and the way that it looks as a card. So this is the 1990 again, classic WWF set. It's card number 149.
Yeah.
It's the Rockers
set, isn't it? Yeah,
it's the rookie ones. So it's card number 149. It's like Shawn Michaels and Marty Jannetty. You've got Shawn Michaels jumping off of Marty Jannetty's shoulders, and the photo is taken with Shawn mid-flight, with Marty stood in the corner. For some reason, every time I look at the card, I just think it's so brilliantly placed. The way that they're kind of diagonal on the card. The logo is just next to Shawn's head. The Rockers is at the bottom of the card, and you've got Marty stood next to that sign, the logo almost, that's been printed on top of the card. For some reason, I just think it's a really, really nice looking card. And you can buy this, and I don't know why this card is priced at this $200. Someone needs an absolute slap. You can't get this for $200, and anyone that pays $200 for this needs a slap as well. You can buy this for literally about $5. So I don't understand why they've priced it at $200.
But $200 is and should be the realistic price
for the amount of that I think the card is for what I think the card is. It's not the true rookie of the set, but it's just a great looking card. So. Yeah, there's me. I thought I'd shock everyone there by picking something out of my top 6. There we are. I should have got rid of one, but there we are. There's my top 6.
He's got another one, mate. He's got another one.
Yeah.
Number 27.
Yeah, stay with me. Stay with me. Right, this one's great.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got top 5 of top 5 nows. Yeah, so cards that we think are popular now. So what do you want to do? Yours or mine first?
Oh, I don't know. don't know. Should I go first?
You want to go? You want to do yours? Yeah, you want to do yours? All right.
Yeah.
Let's do yours.
Well,
Let's load.
I'll subscribe to you, Jack, till the end. Then you know what I mean. Well worth it for you. You see. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So it's like the cards that are generating interest now, if you like. So obviously, the first card is the Stone Cold Steve Austin 1997 Cardinal Trivial Games card, and it's getting some good attraction on it, fair money. And this is what the top 5 is about, and it's about time that these cards did have respect, and thankfully they got them. So Stone Cold Steve Austin, my first pick, and just fetches back the good memories of 97 and 98 when he was absolutely white hot. He was that good. Think of the glass smashing and the entrance to any Raw is war.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean this is labeled as what, the Stone Cold rookie, but not the Steve Austin rookie, isn't it? It's yeah, a bit of a controversial way of identifying a rookie, but it's still a card that's very much in demand, and a lot of people want it. A lot of people think it's a great card. And just remind me, Kev, did you send one off for grading?
I did, yeah.
What's what grade did you get on that?
Oh, I think I got a 10, Jack.
Was it a 10? Oh, wow, that's more than what this. So this picture here that you've shown is a Beckett 9, and you didn't want to do didn't want to show off your PSA 10.
No, because I got another one.
But
not the Stone Cold. It's like,
but no, it's great card, and it's a picture of Stone Cold doing the strut, which he was, let's be fair, that he strutted everywhere with that, didn't he? And great card.
Love it.
And also, actually, I've just noticed the turnbuckles in the background are still the classic WWF logo. So this must have been quite early in '97. This photo taken, because it changed over in '97, didn't it?
Yeah, mid to late '97, wasn't it, where it changed over? So everything about it, mate. Love the yellow out border to it. Stone Cold Steve Austin, mate. He made my childhood good. he really did. So no way am I not including Stone Cold on this.
Yeah, great pick.
Even in WCW, I used to love Stunning Steve Austin, and when he's with Brian Pillman, everything. Then come to WWE as ringmaster, I was like, what? This is like a waste of talent.
Before the internet was as big as it was, I got into an argument with a school friend, trying to explain to them that Stone Cold was once the $1 million champion, and my schoolmate absolutely refused to believe me, and it was a running joke for about 6 to 12 months. And then I managed to find a picture of him when he was the ringmaster, stood next to Ted DiBiase holding the belt, and I showed it to my mate, and he still refused. He believed that I'd created that photo, and I was like, "You're an idiot. I'll just accept it. This is what actually happened."
Wrong.
Just going off topic a little bit there. Right, next one.
Yeah, The Rock, WWF 1998 Superstars, card number 15, and this one is the one that's signed. That one's got the authentic autograph grade 8. It's The Rock, man. Same as Stone Cold.
Yep.
I see people all over Twitter going crazy about this card, and rightfully so. It's getting good money. Something I've never owned. I'd love to own it, but I think that card speaks volumes for itself. Signed by the man himself.
Yeah, I mean these were signed at the point of print and pack, weren't they? They you could pull them from the packs with his signature on. So these are quite difficult to find. The prices of these are just insane.
That was before he was The Rock, as we know. He's like the Intercontinental Champion, Nation of Domination, mid card to high card talent before he made it as the man, if you like.
Yeah. So I mean, it's a really desirable, and I'd love one. I thought it'd be really good. I'll never own one, but it's a great card. And it's got the Raw is War logo in the top corner of the card, but it's not the logo; it's the actual banner from the event that they have above the ring and around the ring sides. So it's a great picture, great card, great autograph as well.
Yeah, happy with that one.
Yeah. All right.
Again, John Cena. Royal Rumble 2002 Flair. The whole set for me, it's like obviously John Cena is leading the way. Some of his stuff's getting good money, rightfully so, but again, you got Brock Lesnar, Batista, and I mentioned earlier Randy Orton. So is that the new All-Star Wrestling All-Stars from 1982 set? I don't quite think so, but the set which is becoming hard to find with so many great wrestlers in it.
Yeah,
John Cena has to be there, mate.
yeah. This is probably a good talking point for another episode. Is that this particular set just so happens to have Lesnar, Cena, Orton, rookies, and more.
Yeah.
And it's and this was at a point of, you know, the I wouldn't say the WWE was taking a big gamble with taking loads of new talent on. They're always taking new talent on. It just so happened that you had some of the biggest names all coming through at very, very similar time and were all featured in this 2002 set. The one I showed earlier, the Brock Lesnar one, again, it's 2002. It's not the Royal Rumble set. It's a bit of an odd one. It's a slightly different set, but they're all from this time, and the Lesnar one from this set is what's considered as the rookie. So it's good set. Again, you're absolutely right. Hard to get hold of. I don't. Yeah. I mean, I only own the Lesnar, which isn't even part of this set, which is just the other 2002 Flair set.
To pick up a Cena, I'd love to get a few more. Just, you know, it's going to take off in few years' time. So
yeah, I mean, this would be great if you also had this one signed. And who is it that's got one signed?
Yeah, I did get one.
Kev don't like talking about his collection too much in case someone comes around with a baseball bat and kneecaps him.
God. I live in London.
Yeah. Have you seen this man?
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy how like guys just put like some amazing cards out on Twitter, Instagram. Oh, I just bought this. I'm like, shit, that's worth more than my house.
Oh,
it's like, how do you do that? You know,
it's crazy. I'll show. I've got some. I know I've got some cards in my top 5 of nows that are just crazy, stupid prices.
Yeah. Oh, Vince McMahon. Well, you've seen the last 6 months what has unfolded there, but you never stop Vince McMahon from being Vince McMahon. You know.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure nothing will come of his ordeal and all that because it's Vince McMahon.
Absolutely. There are not many licensed Vince McMahon signature cards. Yeah. So not as many as some of the wrestlers, you know, Stone Cold and Roman Reigns, John Cena, there's thousands of them. Vince, there's not many. So difficult to get hold of a Vince card that's been officially licensed and autographed. I think this particular card is fantastic. I love that the autograph is in blue pen, that he's wearing a blue suit, color coordinated. I think it's great. The background of the card is
damn it.
Yeah. The background of the card is a bit weird. There's a kind of a shadow of a ring, and then it looks like the audience from a picture that's taken really high up. It's a bit of an odd photo, but I think it looks really good as a card in general. I don't know why someone wouldn't have this slabbed. I mean, it's in a plastic case, but it's not properly slabbed and sealed. Although saying that, that's a Topps fully loaded case. So I wonder if they have had it sealed. Not sure.
Maybe it's a Topps exclusive where you can't break out the case and it's solid, but cool autograph. Autograph, I think, you know, right in the middle.
Yeah, and great choice. It wouldn't have been one that I would have picked, but I absolutely agree. Yeah, great choice. Great choice.
Yeah.
All right. Now I've let you be liberal with this. Go on then.
Yeah. I'm not really going to go into too much of this because I know it bores the living hell out of some, but you can't discredit the Wrestling All-Stars like Andre, Hogan, Flair, and the rest. So not going to go into too much. It is the card set to pick up. And unfortunately, I haven't got any. So that's my lot, Jack. I'm not going to say any more. I'll leave that to the likes of Wrestling Trading Cards, our morning at Wrestling with Cards, Collect the Wrestler Palooza. They always talk about this, Wrestling Price Card Guide, and all the guys on Twitter. That one's for you. So Incredible set. Not envious one bit, but I do absolutely love it. So that's all we need to say.
Yeah, I mean, we were talking earlier. I mentioned earlier about sort of cards that have kind of legendary status. That set is the set that is the legendary status, isn't it? You have a full set of 82 Series 1, Series 2 All-Stars, then you what we would refer to on the streets in the UK as balling. It's just a great set to have. And a lot of the names people probably wouldn't even recognize with the people that are in it now, but still, great set to have.
Yeah.
Okay.
So your lot now, Jack.
Yeah.
Surprise the world.
Let's go through. So these are my top 5 cards now that I think are just just crazy and gonna keep getting crazier.
Yeah.
Bang. First one. This is the 2022 Panini Prism Stone Cold Steve Austin gold autographed out of 10. You can pay $20,000 to have this in your collection right now. Why do I think it's a great card? So ignore the price tag. It's a gold card, so gold Prism always looks good. Stone Cold's got the Attitude belt, the championship circle belt over his shoulder, which is a great picture. Having Stone Cold's autograph is hard enough as it is to get hold of, but I think this is a great card. I can't see this ever dropping in price unless there is some sort of global catastrophe. And it's a low number. It's numbered out of 10. So you're not going to find many of this. Great card. Great card.
Yeah, agree with that one, mate. But as I said earlier about Stone Cold, it's Stone Cold Steve Austin. It's not your mid-card Midian or someone like that.
Yeah.
It's the man, it's a
absolutely.
Very
absolutely.
cool.
And it's
it's class, doesn't it?
It pops nice. There isn't really anything about it that to me that makes it a bad card. Great picture, great design, great color scheme, great autograph, just good. And it's not. I know a lot of people don't like the when they used to autograph like the little slips, the little sticker slips.
Leaf, isn't it? Yeah.
A lot of people don't like those. I've got a couple of those. I don't mind them, but these are predominantly signed on card, much better.
On card, yeah, more professional.
Yes, absolutely. So next. So I've gone for the John Cena hype, and this is a card that isn't necessarily very well known, and I may also have just completely shot myself in the foot because I'm thinking of potentially putting some bids in on this one.
Oh no!
So
What's he done?
So this is a John Cena and Randy Orton dual signed card from the Panini Prism set again, 2022. Now, you've just seen the price of the Stone Cold single card. Think of this. This is a dual autograph, Randy Orton, John Cena. Now, quick comment. Why they've taken a picture of Randy Orton with a mustache, I have no idea. Looks a little bit odd, looks a bit strange, but hey, whatever, that's their decision. This is numbered up to 25, so slightly more than the Stone Cold, which was numbered up to 10. However, Orton and Cena autograph on the same card. Not many of these around, people. And at the moment, this is currently live as of we are recording this. I took this picture earlier. 3 days left on the auction. It's only at $64.
Yeah. Where's it going to end?
By the time this video goes out, Kev, which is in 4 days' time. No, we'll see. We'll see. I'll put some bids in. I don't know. I might go to a little bit more than $64, but I'm not a massive fan of either, but I think it's a great card.
Yeah.
Next.
Oh.
Now.
I love this one.
I'm surprised you didn't pick this. Surprised it didn't come up for you. So this is the 2018 AEW All-In set. And this is MJF.
AEW. Oh, is it AEW or a different company? But I know it's got AEW. I'm sure I've got this card somewhere.
It may well be a different company. I'm just trying to think. I don't think AEW, their first round didn't come out until after 2018.
Yeah.
I don't think it is AEW then.
I need to scan the internet later. I'm going to find out.
So this is card number 18. We're going to ignore then AEW because I've just read that there and I don't actually think it is. So this is it's going to be an independent card then, surely. It's going to be.
Must be independent, yeah.
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 Well, it's MJF's rookie. MJF has got a great reputation of staying in character at all times and being very vocal. And of course, he recently had a bit of a blow up in AEW as well, with what was referred to again as another pipe bomb moment, as we're going back to CM Punk.
Yeah.
These cards fluctuate along with the stock of the wrestlers that they are depicting. Think about it. You know, a Stone Cold autograph card wouldn't be $20,000 if his career finished when he was the ringmaster. So the more popularity these people get, and you the phrase you mentioned earlier, what Jim Cornette said, you know, I'm sure you said it was it Jim Cornette who said it?
Eric Bischoff.
Eric Bischoff.
Controversy creates cash, isn't it? Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
So these, you know, and they everybody always, is it a shoot? Is it a promo? It don't matter. You're talking about it. So it works. You know, these people know what they're doing. But great card. You know, it's got his signature Burberry type scarf. He's, you know, the expression on his face is typical MJF, looking as if he's just laughing at something.
Yeah. What I like about the guy, he's really good with the fans. I know some people say stuff, oh, he did this, but he's, as you say, he's in character. And it's fair play to the man, you know.
Yeah.
To
I
do
think
it
there was,
like he did.
Wasn't there one video of him when he came over to the UK and he came and done a ring talk and some photo ops and there were some great photos of him like facing the other way, checking his phone whilst the other person stood there getting one of them where he was pushing someone away. And there was a video of a father and a son. And they walked in and he just knelt down to the son, and the son must have been about 7 or 8 years old, maybe not even that. He knelt down to the son. He just looked at the son, and there's a video of this online. He just went, "You're adopted."
Yeah.
Just like, and of course, like everyone's erupted with laughter. This kid thankfully recognized that it was just part of the act, just so funny to see how you can be that borderline and people still laugh and think it's, you know, it baffles me, but he does it so well. So I think as a card for now, this is only a few years old. This is likely to double, triple, quadruple in value. So there you go. Get on it.
Amazing card, isn't it?
So next, I'm not specifically going to talk about this card, but it's specifically about the wrestler concerned. So this is another Panini Prism. It's another gold. It is Alexa Bliss. It is an autographed up to number 10. Currently, this is on for about $3,700, $3,800, something like that. I seem to realize and notice that anything Alexa Bliss explodes. And it just, people go absolutely mad for it.
Crazy
as soon as a new
for
set,
it, don't they? Which is nice, mate. It's nice to see that the female wrestlers are getting that now.
Yeah.
We didn't really have that, did we?
No, we had a choice of either Alundra Blaze or Luna Vachon.
Yeah.
And then Sunny. And Sunny wasn't really a wrestler. But the less said about Sunny nowadays, the better.
Cloudy.
Yeah, cloudy. Yeah, that's
cloudy.
That's a great description of Sunny. Cloudy. Yeah. So, but Alexa Bliss, I always see it. A new set comes out, everyone goes mad. Anyone got any Alexa Bliss? That's all they want to talk about. So for me, if you're looking and talking about wrestlers' stock value, Alexa Bliss all day, every day. It's what I see all the time people talking about. So yeah, that in my head is one. If you want an investment, Alexa Bliss.
There you go, mate. Class card. Class wrestler.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And there we are. That's it. That's my top five.
That's it. Top
nows.
Five.
Yeah.
And you notice the difference between me and you there was I went old school, you went new school, modern, you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm thinking, so something that we've spoke about a few times, and I think it's really important for us to get across. It's great that the wrestling card and sticker hobby is getting more traction and therefore increasing in value. However, for an awful lot of what we buy and for an awful lot of what we collect, it's never really with the value and the investment at the forefront. And I'm being truthful about myself, and I'm fairly certain you're the same way here, Kev. And what we've done there is you've given a top 5 sort of cards that are old but popular now. And what I've given there is a top 5 of cards that are popular now and may well still be popular in the future. I try not to let the value of cards lead my buying decisions. Sometimes I can't help it because there are cards that I love to collect. but I don't tend to buy an awful lot of new ones. So maybe I've got it wrong this time. I don't know.
My problem with modern cards is I'll open up a set and I'm like, who's this guy? Who's that guy? It's like,
yeah.
And I'm like, I never get lucky. Yeah.
You've got like 10 cards in the pack, and 8 of them are NXT that you have no clue.
Yeah.
You might have seen them once on telly, and you don't really know who they are. And what's the likeliness that some of those NXTs are going to become absolute global megastars, and you have got their rookie? Slim. And the reason why it's slim is because their talent roster is so massive.
Yeah, very true, mate. But I'd love to open one up one day, find a signed Stone Cold card like that. That is a dream. I'd absolutely treasure that forever. You can't
blame people on Facebook and Twitter for showing the pictures off when they do that. You can't blame them, but it does hurt when you see so many people pulling out. And then when you actually scratch beneath the surface and say, how many packs did you buy? And they go, oh, this was only my 4th hobby box.
Of course it was.
Yeah, fair enough.
Of course it was, Andrew. You're now bankrupt and your wife's bin bagged you. You're a goner, baby. You're in the trash.
Yeah, that's it. But look at this card. I'm leaving you, Andrew. But look at the card, the shininess. Andrew, I'm already out the door. Yeah, I could get 2 cases for this.
What about your wife? I could always get another one of that.
Oh, yeah. There's loads online. But that's it. There we are.
Yeah.
There's our top 5.
Another episode.
Yeah, that's it.
Another class episode, though. Yeah.
So next episode, I think we've got special guests. Possibly, we're going to see how our calendars match up. But I think that's the next episode coming up.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
A few other guests on top of that as well, and of course, we'll cover another wrestler somewhere along the line.
That's it. Perfect. So there we are.
Stay tuned, baby.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and there you are.
Adios, amigo.
Bye. And that about wraps it up for another edition of the Submit Wrestling Cards podcast with myself, Jack, and my good friend, Kev. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and on YouTube, and keep an eye out for the next upcoming episodes. And now a quick word from our sponsor, Wrestling Cards Worldwide.
Hi, I'm Michael, and I run Wrestling Cards Worldwide, and I'm proud to be associated with the Submit Wrestling Cards podcast. We've got thousands of cards and stickers from all different eras on the website, and if you check out the link on the podcast, they'll give you an exclusive discount code for the website.
Thank you very much, and until next time, bye.